Boom! And welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Universe mode, and we are here on SmackDown Live, and it looks like things are going to start off absolutely glorious, because we are having the United States contender matches here on SmackDown Live. And Bobby Roode making his way to the ring here. The fans seem to be behind him. Look at this, making his way. So let's see who he will be facing tonight here to start things off. Oh, I believe things could start to get woken here. And look at that, brother Nero. I knew he'd come. Jeff Hardy obviously here making his way to see if he can compete for the United States title. So let's go and get this match on the way. Oh, Bobby Roode to kick off to the gut, but Jeff Hardy with a fireman's carry. Oh, Bobby Roode with a backbreaker. Picks Jeff Hardy up. Ice whip to the other side of the ring, and a scoop slam and a kick straight to the back. Bobby Roode starting off good and quick here. Going for a suplex. Jeff Hardy blocks it and gets out of it. And Bobby Roode with a fireman's carry now. Elbow to the back of the head of Jeff Hardy. Bobby Roode setting up for a big suplex. Oh, he has him up, but Jeff Hardy gets out of it here. Elbow. And look at this, Jeff Hardy does time to fight back in this match. Oh, Bobby Roode's down, but he's getting back up. Jeff Hardy with a moonsault onto Bobby Roode. Beautiful move forward by Jeff Hardy. And Bobby Roode shoots back with a jawbreaker. And look at that, a spinning cutter. Backing them up, but Jeff Hardy with a European uppercut. And a slap to the chest. Bobby Roode. Look at that. Bobby Roode started off good and quick here. And he's been and I believe he would need to. We want to get Jeff Hardy back in this match. And look at that, the knee right to, I think, what was the chest. Oh, could this be a mistake by Bobby Roode soaking in the fans? Oh, Jeff Hardy does mistime that totally. Bobby Roode has him up. And look at that, slams him into the corner and throws him away. Look at this. And look at that. Jeff Hardy knows he needs to start to pick up the pace here. Oh, what's this? Vintage Hardy or throws Bobby in the corner for a forearm to the face. He sweeps him to the other corner once in. Bobby Roode forces. And look at that spine buster by the glorious one. Bobby Roode just took the advantage with a big spine buster, and a good idea taking out the legs of Jeff Hardy. And look at this, he knows he has the advantage in this match. Throws Jeff Hardy down. But look at this, Jeff Hardy's trying to get back in it. Oh, look at this. Just catches his leg. Look at this. Jeff Hardy trying to get back up to his 2 feet. And look at that. It was a baby force, so look at this. Throws him over the top rope. And look at this, you know what he'll want to do here. Over the top rope, Jeff Hardy. And look at that, the thingies. Look at that, telling Bobby Roode getting back up. And look at that, over the top rope, but Bobby Roode moves out of the way. Smart move by Bobby Roode. These two have really lifted up the crowd here at SmackDown Live. And look at that, smart by Jeff Hardy. And look at this, going for the test of fate. And look at this, he sees what Bobby Roode does. And look at that, climbing to the top rope. Swanton bomb, and he connects, goes for the pin. 1, 2. Bobby Roode kicks out. Look at that, Jeff Hardy. Cannot believe it. He does give Bobby Roode everything he had in the one go, and he kicked out. And you have to wonder what's going through his mind here. And look at this, Bobby Roode trying to fight back in. Look at that, a perfect plex in honor of Mr. Perfect. And going for the pin off it. 1, 2. And Jeff Hardy's now the one to kick out, and Bobby Roode can't believe it. And look at this, he's going to be looking for the glorious DDT. And look at this. Oh yes. Oh, I totally forgot about the secondary fossil. And turns them over for the pin. 1. Oh my god, he kicked out at 1. Look at that, Bobby Roode. And look at this, Bobby Roode. And look at that, a perfect turn by Jeff Hardy. A perfect turn. And look at that, going to the top. And Swanton, oh, he missed the Swanton bomb. Look at that. He misjudged the distance on the Swanton bomb. Look at this. Jeff Hardy knows he won't have enough time, so he picks Bobby Roode up. And look at this, going for old school wrestling here, working on that arm. And look at this, Bobby Roode fighting out of it. And look at this, into the corner. And look at this, Jeff Hardy rolls up Bobby Roode. 1, 2. Bobby Roode kicks out of it, he kicks out of it. And look at that, the big DDT. And I think Jeff Hardy thinks the DDT could have Bobby Roode out. Going to the top. Oh! Bobby Roode moves out of the way of the Swanton bomb. Oh! These two are really fighting everything in limb for the chance at the United States Championship. Bobby Roode says he wants to make a title absolutely glorious again. Look at this. waiting. Oh, look at that. Look at that, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy trying to think what he has to do. Look at that, he's came up with something so Bobby moved on the outside and watching him. Oh no, this is going to be too much of a risk. And look at that, the drop kick. Up to Bobby Roode. Oh, what? And the ref's counting these two now. Look at this. Jeff Hardy saying to Bobby, get up. Oh, he just misjudged it. Oh, Bobby Roode with that swinging that baker. And look at this. Look at this. He has his feet on the ropes. 1, 2. And Jeff Hardy kicks out. Look at that. These two are absolutely trying everything they can. And look at that, a lovely arm drag. And the one from Jeff Hardy picks him up. Oh, yeah, I think he was going for the twist of fate. And look at that, stuff floating right in front of Jeff Hardy. Look at that, the quick suplex. Jeff Hardy's leg caught on the top rope. And look at that. These two just are going back and forward here in this match. What a brilliant match off the suplex. Bobby Roode 1, 2. And Jeff Hardy kicks out. Bobby Roode picking Jeff Hardy up. And look at that, going forward. Old school chin rocker. And a drop kick. And look at that, he thinks that's going to be a long 1, 2. And Bobby Roode kicks out. Look at this, they're both wondering what they have to do to get to the United States Championship match. A reversal yet again by Bobby. Oh no, this could be a mistake. Oh, look where he is. And Jeff Hardy realizes it. But does he have enough in the tank to hit it? And look at that, Bobby Roode moves. Bobby Roode moves out of the ring. And look at that. Oh, you think that could be it now? Oh! He put the Daxor on that. He didn't do it look conventional way. Way to cost the face. That might be Bobby Roode out. 1, 2. Oh my god! Look at that! Jeff Hardy cannot believe it. Jeff Hardy cannot believe it that Bobby Roode just kicked out of a insane swanton bomb. Throws him off the ropes. And look at that, off the ropes, tries to roll him up. 1, 2, and Bobby Roode kicks out yet again. And a kick to the back. These two have given absolutely everything in this match. Jeff Hardy, look at the smoothness of whisper in the wind. And look at this, for the third time. Will let's be enough to get Jeff Hardy that United States Championship opportunity. He hits it, the ref 1, 2. Oh my god! Oh my god! Bobby Roode kicks out of a third swanton bomb. And look at this, Jeff Hardy questioning the referee. And look at that, Bobby Roode takes the advantage of Jeff Hardy not believing. 2, and look, now it's Jeff Hardy with the sneaky kick out. These two have really given everything. Going to the middle of Bobby Roode. Oh, he's going to go for a blockbuster. And he hits it. He's trying to build the momentum here. Look at this, goes to the ropes and for the second time. Going for the pin. Oh my god! The backbuster was enough to do it. Bobby Roode is the first competitor. But I personally feel sorry for Jeff Hardy. He gave everything he could in that match, and he couldn't get the job done. Look at this, I thought he had it here. But Bobby Roode does get the backbuster blocked on, and Jeff Hardy was out of it. That was absolutely glorious. We will be right back with you for our second match of the evening in just a minute. Welcome back, and we are in Belfast, Northern Ireland for SmackDown Live. And look who it is coming out to greet the crowd. Of course it is Johnny Gargano, it is Johnny Wrestling, and he is obviously one of the competitors looking to go on to Backlash to fight for the United States Championship. And I strongly believe that he was at E3, as you can see he's supporting the new friendly Spider-Man. I say that totally wrong, but I'm just gonna go with it. Look at the fans supporting him, but it might not be too good, because I'm afraid that Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, has an uphill battle coming his way if he's looking to get that United States Championship. Obviously he has to defeat his opponent tonight, which will be its own battle, because when you see who it is you'll understand. But also will a Backlash will face 3 more men to see if he can. And this is not good. It is sanity, and they will not be happy, because Nikki Cross and Alexander Ruben Kalindin, who's from Belfast, Northern Ireland here, did not go through to the Women's Championship or the Tag Team Championship. So obviously it's Alex Young's turn. And I forgot to take the titles off. I forgot about that. He's not really the NXT Tag Team Champion. Sorry. I'm just gonna roll with it. But look at this, Alex Young out with sanity. And look at this, Johnny Gargano's just released. Yeah. Oh. And look at that smart by Johnny Gargano. Oh. And look at that, Johnny Gargano using the speed, the wrath. 1, 2. He almost got the victory. And look at this, Alex Young has just took the early advantage here. And look at this, I think he knows it. Oh, he's just released where he's rolled out too. And look at that, Alex Young. Oh, beautiful catch in the mid roll into the back breaker by Alex Young. And look at this, going for a power bomb. Oh! The back of his neck caught the top turnbuckle. The back of Johnny Gargano's neck caught the top turnbuckle, and look at that, Alex Young knows it. And I believe Johnny's out of it, Johnny Wrestling is out of it. And but look at that, he's not going to give up. He knows the fans out there looking for him to win. Look at that. And look at that yet again. Ike Young does Sutton Gargano down. Sorry about that rough cut. Got a call, but I'm back on track. And look at this. Johnny Gargano took the advantage. And look at that, slapped away. And look at that, a big backbreaker. Look at this, Young just watching him. And look at that, feeding him to Sanity, but he's coming out to see. And Alexander Wolf throws Gargano back in. And look at those punches. I think Sanity might have found a way to a championship after all. I believe Johnny Gargano's been out ever since his back of his head hit that turnbuckle. And I think he's still trying to survive here. And look at that, going to the top up. Ike Young getting up. And look at that, not the best of connections. And look at that, Ike Young went out there for safety. Killian Dane's coming on. And look at, oh my god, Killian Dane just screwed up after those two kicks. Oh, look at that thing. He's still standing. Killian Dane still standing here. And look at that, Ike Young yet again working on the back of the neck of Johnny Gargano. And look at this, Ike Young going for the top up, going to hit that elbow chop. And look at that, the sweet connection. And look at this, if he believes that's enough. 1, 2. And Johnny Gargano kicks out, and look at that. Look at that, Ike Young telling the ref to count faster. And look at that, the roughness. And yet again, working on the back of the neck, perfect by Ike Young here. Oh, Johnny Gargano just might have saved himself. And look at that, Ike Young yet again takes the advantage. And look at that, he said that's it. Look at that, take the ruthlessness of him. And look at this. And look at this, right in the center of the ring, locking that Gargano lock. And I believe the Sanity have the refs attracted anyway, but Ike Young breaks out of it. And look at this, just trying to stay on the active. You have to wonder what he's thinking of doing. He throws him in the corner. And oh no, he's going to go for a long dart. The long dart into the middle turnbuckle. Johnny Gargano might just pull it off. And look at this, the super kick, the super kick. Oh, look at that, the dream. And look at this. He is not giving up just yet, Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrestling is in the building tonight. And look at this. Oh, what? Oh, it is just lined up perfectly for him. But look at that, Ike Young has to ruin the dream. It has he. Into the spinning form. These two men yet again giving everything. This is how the United States title means to everyone on the blue band. Look at this, going to the top rope. Oh, he went for a 5-star Fox Splice. And look at that. Ike Young knows he might just have the advantage here. And, oh, lovely reversal by Johnny Gargano. And Johnny Gargano has Ike Young right where he wants him. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and he kicks out. He kicks out. And look at that for the second time in this match, going for the super kick. And again, Ike Young gets out of the way. And look at this, Hogan Havana going to the tab up, telling them to get up. Come on. Oh, going for the neck breaker from the tab up. Oh, look at that. Ike Young nearly did. Oh, he's busted up, and I think the refs should stop this match. I don't think, as it doesn't matter of survival now for Johnny Gargano. Oh no. Look at that! Pile driver. The pile driver. His neck being the target again. And that could be it. The game could be over. 1, 2. Oh my god! And look, the expression on Ike Young's face says it all. And look at this, the second time in this match, the pile driver. Look at that. And going for the pin. That has to be at 1, 2, 3. And Ike Young is on with Bobby Roode. 2. United States Fatal 4-way match. We have 2 more matches up for you tonight in Belfast, Northern Ireland, and we will see what will happen in them. But he's got to be happy that Sanity might have a chance of getting a title. I thought Johnny Gargano, he shocked the world with the first kick out. The second one was just a bit too much. And now Sanity have a chance to go on to get the United States Championship. We will be right back with you for the third match of the evening. And welcome back here, and we are here with the third match, and coming out first it is Cesaro with a new look, a new attitude, with his King of Wrestling old school attire on. You can tell he is ready. Look at this, you have to wonder what kind of mindset he is in, since him and his tag team partner have been split up in the brand split. Both men have to go on alone. King among men. The match now basically says itself. Will it be the King among men against the Monster among men? Let's go and see. He says he's the King of Wrestling. And look who it is. It's the King of the world. It is by 2J, baby. And you know what? Just putting this out to the congratulations to Gago and being New Japan's Intercontinental Champion. Look at that, Castrago coming out here now. Alpha Club. And look at this, doesn't seem bothered by the fans booing him. But you know what happens if you boo Chris Jericho, don't ya? That's right, you will make the list. I believe that these two could put on an instant classic here on SmackDown Live. Jericho looks ready, Cesaro looks ready. The ref rings. Oh, Cesaro off crack with a couple of ice reps, pushing Jericho around. And look at this. And look at that, lovely. Throws him out, but he hangs on. And look at that, a better vintage Jericho. And look at that. And look at that, the ref holding Jericho back. Elbow to the back of the head. And look at that. And the fans making their feelings heard loud and clear. And look at that. Lovely reversal by Jericho. He's getting a big run up. And look at that. Just teases the fans with suffering. But Cesaro. And look at that, the slipperiness of Chris Jericho. Look at this. Just look at this, hanging him on the rope and pulls the rope back. And look at that, the big boot to Jericho. And a German suplex from Cesaro. And look at that, a fireman's carry by Cesaro. Lovely reversal by Chris Jericho. And look at this, looking to lock it in. The walls of Jericho's locked in. And look at that, Cesaro could be in trouble. Cesaro could be in trouble. And look at this, the power of Cesaro. Look at this. Jericho throws Cesaro into the ring post. Look at this. Look at that. And look at this. Chris Jericho's just made an example. Oh, but Cesaro says not yet. Cesaro is not giving up on this match just at the minute. And look at that kick to the hamstring. And Chris Jericho might be out of it right there. And look at this. Cesaro going for the sharpshooter. And look at that. He makes Chris Jericho taps out, and Cesaro is going to fight for the IUSA title. The IUSA title. That's apparently what you call it now. And look at this. Look at that. That does change. Jericho took a nasty landing on the ropes, doing that uppercut. And look at this. Cesaro just flips him over, and look, he does. Chris Jericho couldn't. He had to tap out. And look at that. Cesaro is going down to backlash with Bobby Roode and Ag Young. Up next will be a hard hitting match It is going to be a brutal match. It's going to be a fun match. We'll be back with you in just a minute for a main event. We are here with our main event. We are here with a hard, brutal match coming up to see who goes on to join the last three competitors we've seen tonight winning their matches in that United States Championship match. And coming out first, as you can hear by the music, it is this man who's about to pop up into your screen right now. It is Aleister Black. And look at that, he seems ready, he seems calm, he seems focused, and that's what he needs to be in this match, because he's used to doing the hard hitting, but you have to ask yourself, is he used to being hit twice as hard as he gives it? Because the man who he is facing is absolutely capable of doing that. Let's go and see who he is facing. And that's right, it is the Scotsman himself. It is the chosen one. It is Drew McIntyre. And look at this, he's look at that, starting at 6.5. So that is going to be a physical match. You can just tell by the men in the ring. Aleister Black trying to retire out. And a good hook up by these two. And look at this, working on the arm. And look at this, McIntyre gets the first upper hand. And look at this. And look at this. 1-1. Oh, quick goal from Aleister Black. Look at this. Oh, he pulled up short on that high knee, and Drew McIntyre will take advantage of that. Right on the back of his arm. There lands Aleister Black. And look at the strength of McIntyre. Look at that. And look at that. That hardly faced him. And look at that. It caught the foot into a belly to belly. And look at that. Just throws him across the ring. And look at this, Drew McIntyre taking the early advantage, I believe so far. And yet again, showing off the strength. Look at that, throwing Aleister Black down. And Aleister Black going for a roll up. One. And look at that, the start off. And look at that, McIntyre just walks into that high knee. And look at that, he was going for M strikes. And look at that again, starting on the strikes, and McIntyre just no defense or both sides of the ring. And look at that, that's over the top rope. And look at this. McIntyre's just looked up and seen that. Look at this. Aleister Black knows he's gotten the advantage now. Oh, the moonsault springboard. And look at this, telling him to get up. The fans starting to get behind him, and he feels it. And look at that. Aleister Black just took the advantage ever since them strikes. And look at that, the roundhouse. And the two-legged stomp to the chest of McIntyre. And look at this. He was thinking about going for the black mass, but he says to himself he wants to send a message to all of the competitors. And look at that, that's off the ring apron, all goes McIntyre. And look at this, he sets him on the table. And look at this, he's going back on the ring to break the count. Going to the top rope. And look at that, a moonsault through the table. And look at that, McIntyre has just got fired up now. Aleister Black gets out of it. And the 5 count. And look at this. The high knee. The high knee. Caught the thing getting back in, or Aleister Black did. And look at this. Fireman high. Aleister Black using the ropes to get himself back up. Drew sticks him on the second rope. And look at that, using the 5 count that he has to his advantage. And look at that, that's a straight headbutt. And look at that, the power once again by McIntyre. And look at that, looking for the Claymore kick. Oh, I think he split Aleister Black open. 1, 2, and Aleister Black gets the shoulder up, but look at the cut on the top of his head. And look at this. Again, putting up soft on that knee strike. You have to wonder if it's the new wrestling takes doing that. To the top rope. And look at this. Drew McIntyre is not happy that he kicked out. The strength. Well, look at this. Oh my god! That was impressive by McIntyre. A stalling suplex, and that could be it. 1, 2. And again, Aleister Black kicks out. But you can tell that he is struggling. Telling him to get up. And look at that, the fears of the anger of McIntyre make us carry and through, just working on Aleister. And look at that, the big boot. I don't think Alistair even knows where he is. And look at that, he rolls out of the ring. And he finally hits that high knee. And I think he just needed to hit that to save himself. And look at this. And look at that. Gets back in the ring. And he lifts him up. The strength. The strength it takes for that. Oh, he went for a moonsault. I thought he was going to go for a double foot stomp. And look at this. 1, 2. And again he kicks out and Drew cannot believe it. And to the back of the head. Drew, obviously the bigger man of the two. And look at this. Going to the top. What does he thinking here? Drew McIntyre's halfway across the ring. Oh, he really wants to connect with that moonsault. And look at that. Look at that, trying to get the crowd behind him. He doesn't know what to do here. McIntyre's obviously been in the WWE before. Oh, he went for the black mass. And look at that, the clothesline. Brings them down. And look at this, McIntyre for the second time in this match. And the Claymore kick connect. 1. And he kicks out at 1. Oh my god. And look at that. You have to wonder. And look at that other big clothesline. And look at that, McIntyre. Picks him up now. Has him on the shoulder. And hangs him on the top rope. And look at that. Look at those punches. I honestly don't think he knows where he is. We've also been told that Johnny Gargano has suffered a neck injury. Thanks to our young earlier tonight. And Aleister Black kicks out. You can see what happened during that match. You obviously have seen what happens. Well, that kind of thing could have happened if you're watching the main event. And look at this. What's he thinking of? What's he thinking? Look at that, the strike from behind. Look at this. This is just like a second wind. Takes off his head. And McIntyre. He forces that. But look at this. Black mass! The black mass out of nowhere. He goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Aleister Black sneaks away with the victory. I honestly thought McIntyre was in control of this match. Look at this. Aleister Black fought in right up till here. Look how beautifully connected that was. And look at that hair, that headbutt split them open. Or was it, no, it was the Claymore kick. It was the first one, I believe it was the second one. And look at this. Aleister Black is not finished. Early in the match used the table to send a message. Now he's going to use Drew McIntyre. Look at this. Drew McIntyre doesn't even know where he is. And look at those kicks. What's he doing? Using the steel chair, which will be legal at Backlash. And look at this. McIntyre is out of it. Look at this, using his foot to pick him up. And the black mass. And look at this. Aleister Black saying he wants that United States Championship. Guys, as usual, thank you for watching this match, and of course, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, and if you didn't already, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, see you.